In Matthew 5:29 through 30, Jesus said, "If your right eye causes you to sin, gouge it out and throw it away, for it is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away, for it is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to go into hell." Basically, Jesus is not saying, cut your arm off every time you sin. If that were the case, every time we sinned or slipped up or did something wrong, we would be missing body parts. Yet, he is making a very, very deep suggestion that sin is very serious and should not be treated lightly. We must uproot and cut out every little thing in our heart that it leads us astray. So, in those days, it was not uncommon for people to, have amputations, I'm sure. There was a term in the Bible called gangrene, which is basically what we know as today as necrotizing fasciitis, but it was when a part of the tissue on a body part or a limb would start to rot. Actually, Herod, one of the Herods had gangrene, down where, and yeah, it was not good for him. Historically speaking, that Josephus talks about it, and it's he had basically gangrene down yonder, and his stuff was rotten. And so basically it's a very serious thing, because if you don't treat gangrene or necrotizing fasciitis, you'll get what is called sepsis, which is basically like blood poisoning from the dead and rotting tissue. And so there's a valid point to be made here. There's a valid point that, if you leave certain sins unaddressed, they can poison your whole being. Jesus also taught the eye is the lamp of the body. So if your eyes are sound, your whole body will be full of light. If your eyes are bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. Basically, in the Greek, the eyes are sound or bad was translated covetousness. A greedy eye caused a lot of problems. It poisoned the whole person. And how many people do we know who are poisoned by their greed? It seeps in and affects every little area of their life. Christ came to set us free from the stuff that would kill us and destroy us. He saves us from the penalty of sin, but he does that also to save us from the power of sin and the domination of sin. So we don't have to walk in sin any longer. We must deal with it as soon as it comes up, address it immediately, acknowledge it to the Lord, and uproot it as quickly as possible before it takes root and starts to infect the entire being of us. God bless. Bye.